Hello and welcome to Ula's Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's see, what do we have here tonight in these tea leaves? And so our card for this reading is the 9 of Cups. And that's related to happiness. Trusting the future, optimism, the manifestation of love in the interior, the beloved, love being the key. And so we'll start right here. We have 1, 2 people kind of in an embrace. Seems that we have, almost looks like footsteps. And this makes me think that you are kind of in a mood to go adventuring, maybe with your partner. Maybe this is a good time to kind of get on your horse and ride on out. Go on a vacation, going to see new places, trying new things. I feel that there really is a vibrance to you, to your life. And you're enjoying yourself. You just are glowing. People are noticing. I see a fish. It looks like maybe it's coming over some rocks. It makes me think of when the salmon run. They go upstream against the current. They get all beat up. And they go and they go and they go. They come inland so that they can lay their eggs and spawn. And I feel like you have an abundance in your life. We've talked a lot about your career the last couple months in these readings. But I think, you feel that you have a full life. You work very hard, but you are also able to appreciate not only what you yourself have worked so ardently yes, to gain, but you are thankful for the help you've received, for the luck, the fortune. You've been smiled upon at times. And I think it's all kind of coming together. You're still going to your destination. You're in movement. You're not ready to lay those eggs or fertilize those eggs and kind of lay down and die. But I think that you're still, you have a lot of fight in you. But during this time, you've come into a place where I feel that you've gotten more and more kind of open to other spheres of your life, not just the work, not just the parts that you're confident in. You are exploring those more vibrant, ecstatic, spiritual zones. You're allowing yourself a self-time to really just kind of leisure a bit, to partake in enjoyment, indulgence, exploration of interests, desires, these kinds of things. And I think that you're feeling more confident about your choices. And so, you know, though at times it has been difficult for you to stop what you're doing, even if you've planned this break, this vacation, this, you know, time with the ones that you care for and love, it's still hard to put down the work because there's always something to do. But I think you are starting to realize you can't function at your highest quality if you are not giving yourself time to live life outside of being productive. And so here I see a person kind of carrying, it looks like maybe a cup. They kind of have a robe or a dress on. It's kind of swinging around. I see this as kind of a posture of being a little more loose, a little more free, letting go of your inhibitions. I feel like it's a rare occurrence when this kind of comes out of you, maybe more so privately. You know, you kind of get into this place, but when you're out socially among friends, family, I think that this is kind of a rarity. People remember in a fond way when you let loose a little bit. And I feel like almost maybe part of your traveling or going to a new place, it could be related to some kind of event, a reason for you to be visiting friends, family, maybe a birthday or a wedding or, you know, some kind of reunion, but not in a place that you're familiar with. And I think that, you know, I feel like you can be very charming, very talkative. You're a good storyteller. You're captivating. Usually, I think you're probably a little more quiet, reserved. You like to come late, leave early, you know, say your hellos, do your due diligence, and then go back to kind of your own place, your own routine. But for this, I think, situation, it seems like you will be kind of mingling a little bit more talking, having a laugh. And I think that you're already looking forward to it. Usually I would think that there is some amount of kind of anxiety. I have to pack and get in the car, and maybe you're flying, maybe you're driving, do all of that stuff, get there, get settled, and then kind of push yourself into this social situation. But I think that I don't know, there's a lightness to you. This is the perfect time, the perfect configuration of variables to get you there, and in a place where you really kind of want to be there. Okay, and let's see. I'm trying to just kind of... Now this one looks like a large bird. And this is the same figure, but over here. And we also have... No, I love you, but you have to go. Go on, Pudgy. Poor Pudgy. He comes through and wants to come get on the desk, but he's not allowed anymore. He's been shedding. Not his fault, but he has a thick coat. It gets all over. And then we have some more things up here that are too fragile for him. So we've been working on keeping him off, which I'm sad. I wish he could come say hello, but okay, so we have it looks like a goat. I mean, it does not look unlike the actual Capricorn sea goat thing. If you look here. So, a pretty good formation, kind of just really affirming that this is for you. But this is the Capricorn, and one of my favorite signs, I have to say. It is my ascendant, but I just am very taken by the Saturnian energy of Capricorn. If you've seen any of my posts or any of the things, there's a lot of kind of subtle Saturn nods all over the place in my life. And so Capricorn is most definitely one of my more chosen signs, and I feel pretty prominent in myself as well, although I do not have the patience of a true Capricorn. And I think, although I do have a lot of the introspection, I have a tendency towards sometimes being a bit more neurotic versus making good use of that kind of contemplation. I do have a tendency towards melancholy at times, but not every Capricorn is melancholic. But I do think that, although all of this will be so much fun, you never lose your head with things. You never get too out of hand, too wild. And that's why it is fun for others to see you in a state of enjoyment, really and truly, kind of letting go of your safety in kind of standing back and not being too involved there. You know, I do think that this is a very necessary break for you. You know, there's been a lot of work, a lot of very, very focused energy. And so this will be nice, I think. And, you know, and through it all, I think, you know, you're just a very perceptive person. So when you're having fun and you're engaging with people, you still are picking up on a lot of what's going on. You know, kind of even, I think you gain more information because people are speaking more freely, kind of exposing more parts of their lives, you know, just through conversation and merriment and so on. Not that this really has any kind of, you know, true value towards anything besides, you know, friendship and kinship. But I think this will be of interest to you and something to continue to ponder about as you move away from the situation and get back into your work life. I also think that, you know, with this bird, it looks like a younger bird. Maybe even, you know, like a fledgling. It doesn't look very fully formed, kind of more of a little droopy body. So I feel that as you move back into, you know, your regular routine, you go home, you get back to work, there is waiting for you the beginnings of a new project, some, you know, new concept, maybe new responsibilities, opportunities, something. But it's starting to come together. And so I see likely we'll get back to that busy, you know, on the move, nose to the grindstone kind of configuration for you. But I think that with this kind of little escape, reprieve, you will be freshened up and ready to go. And so I'm looking here. And it looks to me, I'm thinking it's like the Omega symbol. So an ending of some kind, a completion. And I think this kind of goes with a new project coming up or a new focus. Maybe, you know, closing off some kind of, you know, tying up the details and ending, finishing something up, moving on to some kind of new work, new project. And I think it's all, you know, it feels like everything is going so well. These last months have seemed to be, you know, fairly lucrative for you, or at least setting kind of the foundation for work that will, you know, have a pretty good payoff in the future. I think that you are very career oriented. And, you know, if you are retired, I feel that you're probably not the kind of person who just, you know, put some money away and you just stop thinking about, you know, making that money work for you. You are somebody who is continually thinking about growing what you do have, and maybe working part-time or, you know, staying busy in some way. Now, that being said, all of this does not have to be financially tied. It could be that these are hobbies or creative pursuits that are unpaid. You know, just your interest, research, any of these kinds of things, maybe education. And so we also have a duck. We have what it looks to me like kind of just the like a marsh area, and then it looks like a little turtle here. And so I kind of just think of a very thriving kind of micro environment. And to me, this really just speaks to your life being balanced, and you are taking care of it. You are kind of really on top of all of the, you know, moving parts of your personal life, of your home, your domestic life, your work life, your emotional life. And I think beginning to work more in that spiritual realm as well. I think that it's just a lot of harmony happening, and that is where this happiness is kind of coming in. The other part of this is I feel like you are being you're just really drawn to water recently. Maybe going to the ocean, but it almost feels more like going to a lake, a pond, spending time in these kinds of natural watery areas, watching animals, maybe birds, walking, hiking, some kind of intentional movement. But whatever it is, I think that you really just there's like a magnetic pull to get you out there and kind of just being immersed in these kinds of natural habitats. And I think that's wonderful for your psyche, and another part of why I think you're feeling so balanced in all of these different areas. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look over here. So I feel like there are times, you know, that your real struggle, and Pudgy, don't do it. Buddy, you're gonna knock everything over. Come on, mister. Say hello, and then you gotta come down. Come on. Hi. All right, come on my lap. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish this, not holding the cup there, or the saucer. So I do think that there are times when you really struggle with feeling impatient. I think that although I think Capricorns are notably patient about most things, you kind of go with the flow. When it has to do with your work, your goals, getting things done in time, you know, really staying to the plans that you have laid out, when you are working with other people, or you're relying on, you know, I mean, it could be anything, just different tools or materials or shipping or whatever it is, you know, sometimes things take time. And I feel like this is where you sometimes start to feel like you're coming apart at the seams. And this is with that patience, realizing that things will happen in the time that they do, that it's just going to happen how it does. Of course, you know, you have to kind of check up on things. You know, make sure everything's going along. Oh, I got a kitty cat laying here and purring in my face. I can't. You have to get down, buddy. Okay, thank you. So, you know, you have to obviously oversee things and make sure things are coming along. But I do believe that, you know, your pursuit of letting go of kind of micromanaging, realizing that not everything's in your control. Sometimes things are just not going to go your way, and limiting that kind of reaction to that one specific thing happening in your life, instead of letting it kind of bleed over into all other areas, or taking home the stress of work and that kind of thing. You know, I think you've really, really, really thought about this. This is something I think that probably has put into motion this whole ability to kind of go out and enjoy yourself with your friends, family, do some traveling and this kind of thing, because I think that there have been periods of time where you just felt like, I have too much to even think about this stuff. I can't work on it right now. If I'm gonna like blow up because something is not done, so be it, right? But it was affecting other parts of your life. And, you know, I think you realize you can't have that. So, this is very worthy work. This is, you know, not easy work. This is the kinds of things that we can spend many years trying to master. Lots of different kinds of therapy and counseling to try to figure out how do we stop, you know, ending up in this same cycle. So I think that this is, you know, pretty profound for you. And I really, you know, commend you for pursuing this kind of healing. Okay, I think that is the reading for tonight. And I'm going to thank you for being so patient with me. And Mr. Pudgy. I also probably sound pretty tired. We are working on my husband's birthday. So we've been out, we've been doing stuff, and now I am ready to wrap up the evening and go to bed. But, you know, if you watch Dove and Serpent Tarot or my channel, any of the other channels, we quite literally work every single day doing readings. And we even worked right through having COVID pretty severely this spring. So we'll always be here. And so anyways, yeah, I might sound a bit sleepy. It's been a long day. So anyways, I want to thank you so much. I appreciate you all. If you'd be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm, and we are growing the channel because of all of you. And if you have not subscribed, please think about doing so. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And other than that, if you want to leave a comment, I read every single one of them. I try to get back to them as soon as possible. I want to thank everybody who said happy birthday to Paul, again, Dove and Serpent Tarot. That was very sweet, and I know he loved looking over all of those well wishes. So thank you, and we will talk again very soon.